to call the City of Newark Planning Commission to order on January 10th, 2023. Would you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone, to the first meeting of the Planning Commission for 2023.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all. Okay, let the record show that we have all commissioners present except for Commissioner Becker. Okay, item number B is the minutes. B1, approval of the minutes of the regular Planning Commission of November 8, 2022. A motion would be in order.
I make a motion.
We got a motion from Commissioner Bogdanovich.
Oh,
you weren't here. Oh, I'll second it. Okay. It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of November 8th, 2022. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, we have 3 ayes and 1 abstention. Commissioner. Okay, very good. Moving right along. Written communications. Do we have any written communications?
We have no written communications for this item.
Thank you, sir. Oral communications. Anyone from the public can address any item that's not on our agenda this evening. Anyone from the audience or on Zoom wanting to do oral communications?
We have one participant via Zoom.
All right, fine. And no one in the audience, so okay, we'll go ahead with the Zoom.
There's nobody else in
In the Zoom, we only have Chantal
where was the list of those attendees?
right here.
Oh, there's nobody else.
Nobody. There's nobody
Oh,
else.
the Phantom? Okay.
There's no other
Nobody?
attendees.
Okay, very good. So there's no oral communications. We'll close the oral communications portion of our meeting. Moving on to item number E1, which is public hearings to consider resolution recommending approval of a conditional use permit for a live entertainment use located at 3914 Cedar Boulevard. The subject site is zoned as neighborhood commercial. And a staff report, sir.
Thank you, Chairman and Planning Commissioners. Tonight we have CUP 2022-005. It's a conditional use permit for live entertainment establishment. It would be named Escape Newark. It would be located at 39143 Cedar Boulevard. The subject site is zoned neighborhood commercial, and it has a general land use as a neighborhood commercial also. The applicant is Shen Tao Wang, and we also have the property manager for the Lion Shopping Center here, Ms. Alan Tran. The request is to operate an escape room, which is classified as live entertainment per the zoning code and requires a conditional use permit. The location where it's at is approximately 2,800 square feet. The property, like we said, is located in the Lion Shopping Center. It's a corner of Maury and Cedar Boulevard. The description of the project, it's as discussed in the staff report, the escape room would operate by appointment only. It would have a limited of 20 participants at a time and would only be open on weekends from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and open on weekdays from 2:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. In terms of the zoning code, this would be, as we said, classified as live entertainment. That's our interpretation for this. It doesn't fall neatly into any particular, well, it falls into this zoning as more compatible, but the live or the escape room or type of business is not clearly defined in our code. So the neighborhood commercial fits just fine. In terms of the standards, the live entertainment is not like your typical live entertainment. It's not going to have live performances or amplified music and such. The escape room does not appear to have any negative impacts that would be regulated by the zoning district standards. This item would be It would be exempt from CEQA, as there is no improvements to the exterior of the building, and it doesn't appear there's any impacts that would trigger any environmental analysis. And in terms of parking, in reviewing it, because of the limitation of the timeframes that it will be open and the number of participants, and the frequency of the type of attendees that would be here, it's less impactful than retail use. Now, when the shopping center was originally established and entitled, it was entitled, or it was parked at retail uses, which is kind of the maximum intensity. So anything less than that will not be any further impactful in terms of parking. In terms of the recommendation, we find that the application meets the findings required by the CUP, and staff recommends that the approval of the application along with the conditions of approval attached in the draft resolution. We also have the, like I said, the property manager, and we have the applicant through Zoom, and that is staff's report. And if you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them.
Okay, well, great, thank you. Good staff report there. Any questions of staff from the commission?
No, it's a very detailed report.
Very detailed, yes. Okay, anyone in the audience? We'll open the public hearing on this item. And is there anyone in the audience that wants to speak on this item, or anyone on Zoom?
Only the applicant.
Only just the applicant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Why don't we go ahead and have him give a zoom in?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello there, good evening.
Good evening, Chair. Yeah, I'm the applicant for the escape room business. So you can, I mean, the staff report is pretty detailed, and I personally do review them all. Looks very good. I mean, do you have any questions like regarding like the business itself, or any concerns? I can just give you some question.
Great, well, thank you. Yeah, and so you have read the resolution and you agree with all the conditions therein?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
great, okay.
It's pretty standard because I have another business in Hayward, city Hayward. So, and I've been through all the like CUP there in the same process. So all the regulations, all the agreements, yeah, I totally agree with them. Yeah.
Good, good. Any questions of the applicant? Commissioner?
I don't have any questions for now.
Oh, I've just got I see if any other commissioners might have a question. Commissioner
Sure.
Aguilar has a question. Can you see us?
I can see you, yes.
Oh.
I can see everyone here. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Just checking. Okay, the microphone does work. Thank you, and I did read the staff report. It's exciting. My question is more out of just kind of curiosity. If you could tell us a little bit about the escape room and how it works. And when I read it, it sounded almost like a floor is lava type room. I'm thinking of the most comparable that I can think of. But if you could shed any light on what some of the detail of the use.
Sure. So escape room has several evolution right now. So like the original escape rooms, people do get locked inside. Like you have a big door, have a big lock on there, and then all the purpose of the whole game is try to open that lock in the end. And then later we find there's so many interesting ways to do any more exciting way to do escape rooms. So now escape room is not like the one that before, like a prison break or anything like that. It's more like a story, immersive story. So every people may have like their own characters, or they are just follow the story. And then what you need to do inside, you do need to solve puzzles in there. So let's say if you solve a puzzle like 1 + 1 minus 1 is 1, right? So then you may find an electron panel that which you can put your password in there. Once you put the password in there, and then the door unlocks, and then or maybe a chest unlocks, so you can get more clues to help you find another puzzles to solve. By doing that, and in several steps, and eventually you achieve some of the goals, and you get out like eventually. So the door will open in the end, and then this is kind of like a escape room level 2.0, and after that there's more and more like not social media, but like a multimedia, like sound effects, like mechanism, like people like open the door automatically. So more and more we get involved, and then just there's more fun and I would say immersive experience in there. So nowadays you're not just only solving puzzles, you can also enjoy the story. Just look at a movie, just like you watch a movie. So you have a story, but in the same time you are with the main characters. You're doing the venture with them together. So yeah, this is pretty much like the concept of escape rooms. So regarding any of like the other, like back to 5 years ago, when we still opened our business, not 5 years ago, it's actually even more, 7 years ago. When I first opened my business, a lot of people are just like, oh, that's fun. We want to get locked in and which solve puzzles. And then there's so many like word puzzles and then stuff. And then later, people are more and more, so we're offering more and more interactive like puzzles in there. So like if you touch like the balls on each side of a wall, and then you have to connect your people together, you got to do cooperations. So then everyone have to do their own jobs, and then they will find out this is a very good teamwork event or like corporate event. So later and later we just develop more and more different puzzles and different games in the end. But yeah, in general, now I really wanted to have a chance to open a new location in Newark. And then I know that center, I do a lot of research, and then the Lion Center is very popular, and there's not many people. So I'm pretty confident to be open a new store over there. And then I just want to bring more and more fun and immersive puzzles to the community. Yeah, that's pretty much what I can say here. Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. I was looking at your website for your Hayward operation.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And one of the things that caught my eye was 7 Days in Captivity, a murder mystery, and it's for 6 to 8 players for 4 hours. I mean, do they have food and stuff in there too, or?
We don't offer food in there, but most of the time people either just like, we offer, like we're open at 1 o'clock. And then, oh no, sorry. We open only on weekends, like 8 o'clock. So it's you don't have to eat there. So you can eat and then play, and yeah, it's only 4 hours. But we probably they can bring some water in there. But we don't really recommend to do that because a lot of people they had chew guns, and it's really hard to control. So then later we just say no food, no drinks in the room.
Sure.
But most of the people, when they finish it, they don't forget the time. Oh, it's already 4 hours? No, that's impossible. But yeah,
cool.
but that's the case. So
Great.
they don't really feel angry. So yeah, so, they're all excited.
I've been on the planning commission for quite some time, and I've never seen anything quite like this before, but it's exciting to have new
Yeah,
things
I
coming
think
in.
it'll
I
be
think
great.
that's kind of nice. So any other questions of the applicant while we got him?
I have one.
Okay, Commissioner
So,
Bragovich?
So I'm just thinking, because it just sounds like a really fun place to go. How many people could go at a time? Like if I wanted to go with coworkers, how many are allowed in a room at a time?
But a typical rooms will be around, I would say the maximum is 10.
Oh, okay.
Most of the time, it won't be 10 people. Very few time. So what I should say is the average, I would say, to my Hayward place right now, it's about like 4 to 5 people. So yeah, and then I think it's a good ideal size for escape room because more people, more brains, and sometimes it's not a good thing. So a lot of people, you just don't.
More arguing.
So I always recommend like my customers just bring around like 4 and to 6 people a maximum. So then they will enjoy a better experience.
Okay, thank you.
Great, well, thank you. Any other questions of the applicant? No? Okay, well, thank you so much. And you agree with the conditions? That's a good thing. Thank you. I think we're done with you. Thank you so much. I'll bring it back to the commission and any comments, motions?
Chairman, just want to make one additional comment. Staff did reach out to Hayward, City of Hayward, and asked how their current business is doing, and if there's any issues or anything. And they said they've been complying with all the conditions of approval, because they also got a conditional use permit over there, and they have not had any issues with them.
That's great.
Good, that's great. And they've been up there for about 2 years or so? Or?
Approximately.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so I looked at their website and some Yelp reviews too. Okay, any other comments or questions? I think a motion would be in order.
I have a comment.
Yes?
Really just, I think the staff report was fantastic. So thank you for that, outlining seeing live entertainment in a neighborhood shopping center, but outlining that it wasn't in fact live music. Anytime you'd have that type of use around adjacent homes, something to look into, but I agree that it's a unique use and the live entertainment is the most compatible designation to give it. And I do think the use itself is very compatible for within the shopping center in terms of there's not too many folks at one time. It won't be an impact to parking. So I do think the conditional use permit is appropriate here. And I will make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve. And Commissioner Aguilar and then Commissioner Bogovich has seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, great. Motion carries 4 ayes. Are we the final decision maker on this, or does it have to go to the council?
Yes, you're the final decision makers on this.
We do? We
Yes.
made it? Oh, good.
Did it.
Nice, all right.
Good job,
That's
team.
just like the hotel we did last time. That's pretty cool, too.
That's right.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your comments, sir, and good luck and welcome to Newark.
Yes,
We're looking forward to it.
And if their tenants or guests are hungry, come out, there's lots of restaurants.
I noticed, yeah.
4 hours, no work.
It looks like you're pretty well leased out there, too.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
It looks like a,
Thank you so much.
sure, sure. It's really kind of fun. I've been talking to a lot of people around town and just to get their opinions. And some people have gone to escape rooms before, and I think it's kind of nice. It's kind of different. Okay, very good. So then we close that piece of business. That's excellent. Moving to the next item, we have commission matters or staff report. Any other staff reports?
No staff reports tonight.
And commission matters, we had on the agenda election of officers. Did you want to talk about that, Art, or?
Sure. For the folks that are new to the commission, there's an annual election of officers as part of the bylaws for the planning commission. Typically, that's done at the first meeting. Last year, I believe our first meeting was February 8th, so that was when John Becker became the chair. Since he's not here, we would just recommend that we wait maybe till the next meeting to do the elections of officers. That way he can pass the gavel.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay. Is that acceptable to everybody?
Absolutely.
that's good.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Boy, we really get along here. Okay, good. You can start the campaign now, though. Okay, well, thank you for that report. And then item number, is there any other things for the staff? No. Okay, so planning commissioner comments. Anyone wanting to make a comment?
Comments
No,
from me?
we're all kind of quiet tonight. Okay, very good. And that was number H, so the next one is number I, adjournment. This meeting is adjourned.
My first witness.
There we go.